Dr. Kilde, many people are talking so much about what is actually taking place now, like in the physical reality, you say, and people are very afraid because, oh, what is coming and what might be coming, but you know, destiny is not carved in stone, as I have heard you said before. We are all creating destiny, but you know, how can we make people realize that they, you know, they have a choice, they can create another destiny, they can change reality, what it would look like in the future?
Well, first of all, I strongly believe, and in my own life I have proof of it, that actually we are dealing with human beings that have like a computer programming. From your birth to your physical death, the big things that happen in your life, like are you going to be a male or female as a physical body? Are you going to have education or not? Are you going to get married or having children or not? I mean, those are big, big things. And what is the purpose of your life? What is the mission of this life? It's like we are in a school class, in the eternal school of the universe. And this, our life, is one class. And like in school, you have compulsory subjects, and then you have some that are free. You can maybe take art or singing or something else. But you have to go through certain things, and the rest is free. The same thing with the whole life. Because it was interesting, a clairvoyant told me, and clairvoyants are people who can sense the energies of the others and see the programming, which you yourself have accepted when you come to the fetus. You've accepted that I need to learn this, I need to learn this, I need to do this and this and this. So it was interesting that that this man who was a British, he was administrator from London, biggest hospital in London. He came to Rovaniemi in Finland, Lapland, when I was chief medical officer there. And he said, when we were having 5 o'clock tea, so he said, shall I give you a reading? And I didn't know what reading was. I said, what? I'll tell you your future. And I thought, well, interesting, go ahead, you know, lightly. And then he started. And he said, I warn you for a car accident. I said, look, I've crushed 8 cars already. No, this is going to change your life. Oh, yeah? And this was 81. Then he said, I see that you're going to be an international bestseller author. I said, excuse me, I'm a doctor, and Finns are not international bestseller authors normally, and I don't write any books. Then he says, I can see you in Central Europe. I said, I'll never leave Lapland. And then he warned me and said, well, you're going to die leaving your physical body in a warm country with white flat roofs. And I became a little bit, you know, like, when do you see these things happening? And this was in 81. And he concentrated and he said, I see you having the car accident 85, 86. Well, as things happened, since this was 81, 82 I wrote the book, There's No Death. Half of it in automatic writing in 24 hours, which is something. Medical doctors, of course, especially psychiatrists, say it's your own subconscious, but I know it's not mine, because sometimes when I was wondering, does it come from my mind? The pen stopped and started writing very, very fast backwards. I can't do that. And then, did you learn something? You know, okay. Then, so 81, it became an international bestseller. It's now in 6 languages, but nothing in English. Then I had this car accident, 85. I was totally smashed and crushed. I was on sick leave a long time, and then I retired. And then I moved to Geneva, Central Europe. And when my husband said, shall we buy a house in Spain? I said, not yet, because I will leave my body in a warm country with white flat roofs. And I know that's going to happen. And he also stated, the British guy, that I'm going to die of heart disease or brain something. I know I can't avoid it, but when I use my energy, like I said, it's not in stone. He showed the road, but I can take a shortcut, or I can, take a a round trip or whatever, I can decide it. I am not going to do this or this or this. So there is a choice. There is always a choice. But the big things seem to be that they do happen. Unless you concentrate that I don't want this to happen. I didn't have to go. I didn't have to go on that car that day.
Yeah.
I was warned in automatic riding, don't ride the car today, and I didn't, take attention.
Yeah.
I could have stayed at home, and it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So you can decide, and I decided the false way or the good way. Maybe the good way because now I can dedicate my time to give information to people who are still asleep.
But we have to be more aware, or full aware all the time, because all the signals are always there. And we can always see them afterwards. Oh, I knew.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.